Really wanted to come up here super quick. So look, I was up in Josh's panel like just a couple hours ago. They was trying to get information out of me. I was trying my damnedest to keep myself neutral as I always do, but I just want you guys to know whatever freaking clips that they take out of that, because I know that there was some ulterior motive because they came at me really weird. I don't know, but like, just whatever clips y'all see about me, please take it with a grain of salt because I'm sure that that's going to get me somewhere. I'm sure that someone's going to see it and someone's going to take it the wrong way. But I really did try my damnedest to stay neutral. I did not go up there to talk shit. From the beginning, the first words that I came out with when I got up on that panel was, "What do y'all think about the Drake and Kendrick beef?" So just
We give a
You know,
fuck
you
more
know
about
the, you know,
everyone else beef.
Josh. He's been hosting anti-indigenous lives.
I look. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna stick on the DL. I might need to start rolling around in an alt account, but that account doesn't have enough followers to get up on
Mm.
panels or anything. But people are really starting to like look at me and like look. Everyone on the panel was super nice, but I just felt really uncomfortable on how um there was so many like questions being thrown at me and I kept saying I'm not here to start shit. I'm not here to pick sides, you know? Like they can clock me on a lot of things. I understand that, okay? I just don't want my name dragged through the goddamn dirt as it's already been. And I'm just scared that if they make me look really bad, I'm going to have an entire indigenous community after me and I'm going to have an entire black community
Well,
after
what,
me.
what were the questions and what did you say? I'm just saying. Like,
It was questions about just people
mm,
from this side of indigenous TikTok and asking me like why I do what I do, why I drop down from panels, like what's made me uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable asking those questions anyways because
oh.
it doesn't even it shouldn't even matter to them. As soon as I drop from a panel, I'm out of the live. That's how that goes. That's just how I do that. And they just wanted information from me. I'm sure, like I've never had no beef with Josh. I've never had beef with anyone up on that panel actually because I am Afro-Indigenous and I talk to both sides. I don't want to be labeled as some goddamn anti-indigenous because they take a clip and they post it to toxic TikTok trends or whatever the hell. I don't want that because toxic TikTok trends was in the comments too. They were in the comments too, and I don't want them to be taking videos of me and shit like that.
Voxxy, you can breathe easy. I don't take videos and twist them. The ones who claim I twist things are the ones who've been caught saying crazy shit all over TikTok.
Because
But what did you say though? Like, why would you think that? That's what I'm saying. Why would you
because
think
that's
that?
what they do. Because that's what they do. Me sounding neutral is me sounding like I'm picking someone else's
But
side. So
what?
there,
Mm.
Well, what was the things that the specific like out of context
I don't
phrases
even
that?
want to say because, like I said, I'm not trying to start shit. I'm not trying to be Voxy Woxy, just started an entirely new war against whoever and whoever. I
I
don't want
mean,
to
we
be in
never
the
got
middle
to
of
it
that
anyway,
shit.
so it's fine.
But
It
all I
wouldn't be
can
like an
say
issue.
is that I don't have any proof to what Native Mamas has done. I have no proof to what Mono has done. I like Mateo
Oh.
apologized to me. There's no beef now. There is no. I totally understand where he's coming from. There was a raid. I get that. Okay. I
No, but
just
sister, look. I don't mean to interrupt. I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but it's just
you're
simple.
not
Like,
you're not
what
really
what were they
abandoning yourself.
asking? Like, what were they asking? You know what I mean?
they were
Yeah.
they were asking me if people from over here are anti-black or
Mm,
telling me that they are anti-black, that there's receipts out
mm,
there. Like I just look, I don't give a damn what people do when I'm out of the panel. Mostly when I
hmm.
drop from a panel without saying anything, that's because shit just got too deep. Shit just
Yeah.
hit the fan, and Voxy Woxy need to get the fuck out and observe from a distance.
If you didn't care what happened on panels when you're not there, then you wouldn't have felt the need to report back about what Josh had done. Actions speak louder than words.
That's what I do, okay? I am a follower. I am not a motherfucking leader. I am like I'm
All
not
right.
here to be
Yeah.
God and judge everyone, and I just want
Yeah.
them to understand that.
Okay, I get it now. So they were kind of trying to intimidate you to incriminate yourself in a way and make
I
you
Try to
look
get
like,
informed about the
yeah,
drama and shit, what the accusations are, and blah blah blah. So they can try to throw it in your face and shit.
got it.
I
Okay.
just I just don't want to like come over here one day and someone be like, I saw your ass on toxic TikTok trends and you was talking all this shit,
Well, I'm
because it's
sorry I
the
gave you that
same
trauma.
thing. When I was up on Native Mama's live, I wasn't talking shit about anyone. I always stay neutral because I am the neutral party. That I am black and indigenous. Okay, I can't pick and choose sides like that because I have two very strong bloods inside of me, two very strong nations. So me just saying that like I'm only indigenous, I support my indigenous people while I learn more about my black history. Okay? I
All
just
right.
I just don't want people
You
taking.
shouldn't have to choose. I hope you don't feel like you have to choose here, because I don't think you should choose. You should embrace both fully.
Well, like
Yeah.
I don't fucking choose, and that's why people hate me so damn much. That's why Manny called me out on being on Native Mama's live. That's why Josh called me out for being in your live, and it's because I don't pick and choose because I am
Josh
not
called you out for
God.
being on my live. He called you out for that. He's a fool for that because
I just
he.
I knew from day one that I'd get heat from being in your live. Okay. I knew that shit, but I'm not scared because they kept saying that, like, am I scared of Manny? Am I scared of Mono? Who are you scared of I'm not scared of anyone. I'm scared of what the creepy ass people on the internet could do. I'm scared of what the creepy ass people on the internet could find. Maybe my workplace, maybe my home address, maybe my family member.
What have you said that's got you this scary, Voxy? No one is going to do anything to you. Relax.
I don't want none of that shit. So that's why I'm not about to get my entire fucking life violated over someone who got pissed off because I offended them on TikTok live or because I was sitting up on somebody else's panel. That's so petty to me. That's so petty. And I've seen so many indigenous and black creators get doxxed for just saying their opinion. That's crazy to me. We are one humankind. We are one nation. Why can't we just work together? But no, instead we gotta go around fucking spreading misinformation, hating on everyone, talking about everyone's appearances. Shit, I called them out for that too. Why the hell are we talking about a woman's appearance? You don't even know her in real life. You're never gonna meet her in real life. That's crazy to me. It is disrespectful and it is a disgrace to our people. And I say our because me being Afro-Indigenous, to the black and indigenous community. I don't give a fuck if you believe that you were the first Native American in America, because I can't change your mind on that. All that I can do is look at you as a person and see if you are worth my positive energy. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. I hope that someone's recording this shit so it can just, I don't know, man. It gets way too damn heated when people start asking me to come up on panels or start being like, well, that's Voxy Woxy. Bitch, do you think I give a fuck? I don't know about you. You don't know about me. Voxy Woxy isn't even my real name. Come at me with my first, middle, and last name, and then you're going to be a threat. That's just.
You're talking to Voxy Wox, talking in the third person. Look at you.
I knew when I saw you in the other live that you were going to run straight to Mono. You say that you're neutral and you're not choosing a side, but running straight to Mono afterwards shows that you've chosen a side. Personally, I think that's fine. I never believed you had any intentions of connecting with the black community or black people in general. I don't even think it's necessary for you to call yourself black or use the prefix Afro. I know the only reason you identify as Afro-Indigenous is because they won't let you forget it as evidence of you invalidating yourself in the other live stream. I could tell from the very beginning from the way you interacted with them versus Black TikTok. You don't see yourself as truly indigenous, so you overcompensate to prove you're one of them. I've seen that happen with so many demographics. Respectfully, I'm going to ask you to stay away from the black community and black people as a whole. Your current behavior is harmful to the black community. The black community has enough Sambos and coons. We don't need more. What you need is self-love. When you accept yourself, you won't need acceptance from others.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody, all right? And it's a fair warning to the chat too, because We, for whatever reason, I don't know why, there's a channel out there, that YouTube channel you just said, what is it, Toxic Trends? They love to screen record my life. Why? I don't know. I don't know. And then they put it on YouTube and give it a weird twist.
Weird twist? I find it absolutely disturbing how Mono gaslights every situation to avoid accountability. He gives disingenuous apologies and continues his bad behavior and has all of his buddies excusing and enabling his behavior, which says a lot about their character.
A weird clickbait. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's a fair warning to everybody. And I guess that's one of the reasons why people stop coming in here, because they don't like to be on YouTube without their consent. And I've stated many times that they don't have my permission or anyone's permission to use our likeness, our image, or our content on another platform. They should stay here.
Let me stop you right there, Mono, because you guys keep repeating this nonsense. No one needs your permission to film you saying crazy shit on a social media platform. Ironically, you guys say this while also filming others, so once again it shows how hypocritical you are and how you lack accountability and self-awareness. You don't want your misdeeds to be talked about.
Don't stop me.
You know what I mean? You know,
Well,
so it's just a fair warning. You're going to be on that
I
YouTube
just
channel
assume that
if
all
you're
those
here.
people are out to get us and they hate us, and so it's like, you know, I don't need to grill you about what you know, what info you got over there, because like, it's like, as long as you're not a hater yourself, like, I don't really care about none of that shit. But, like, those people are obsessed to like try to probe you for information like that as soon as you get in live. Like, do they think that you're hating on them? If not, then why are they fucking investigating you like that? You know, it's like, if you like, I came at you wrong, but now I know, like, I know now that you're not an op. So it's like, you know, say, I don't give a fucking else. You don't got to tell me. You don't got to debrief about your reconnaissance mission over in Josh's live. You know.
Well, I understand, you know, like in thinking in a TikTok type of streets way, I see why they would ask me all these questions, because I am an Afro-Indigenous woman. I am a mixed woman going up into panels of people who are alleged anti-Black people. Okay.
Alleged?
What?
That was up.
That's crazy, bro.
Nigga,
Matter of fact,
what is it?
so we'll be wrong.
That was up, my wetback.
We call you wetback, bro.
Roger, you a bitch ass nigga.
That was up, my beaner.
Nigga. Well, he's calling me a wetbag. Fuck that.
That was up, my beaner.
Well, what's up, bitch ass nigga? What is it?
God, y'all gonna get my live snatched.
All right,
I
let's
get that. But at the same time, I've never heard anything directly towards me or to another Black person from Mono. I've never heard that. Manny is another story. I've heard some things from Manny, some things that I can't defend, but I've already talked to him about that. And I've already let people know my stance on Manny, how like we have no beef, you know, we keep our distance. He does him, I do me, you know, we just keep that distance. But like, I wonder if they're actually coming to me from like I don't know how to say it, like a standpoint of, am I also anti-Black? You know, like, is this a anti-Black, half Indigenous woman? And they actually want to like help me and, you know, do whatever. But if they really wanted to help me, people would have been sending me receipts of Mono. Now, Mono saying the N-word was something that's something that I couldn't get down with, you know. And they asked me about that too, and I told them my thing. I don't know what Mono is and what Mono isn't. Okay. I don't really believe in anyone who isn't Black saying the N-word, but I can't stop you from doing you. I'm literally not on your shoulder telling you, oh Mono, say the N-word. Oh Mono, don't say the N-word. I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's not
know?
about that.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm not trying to throw the N-word. All I said is that I have a little bit of African ancestry. You know, my DNA is posted. I have 9%. 9. You know, it's puny. It's not much. But I also don't, you know, I don't feel. Look, I am from Fresno, California, right, Northern Cali. So I did grow up in an environment like I guess you could call it hood or whatever you want to call it, right? Poverty level, whatever, right? And it's always been it's a brown and Black communities. That's where I grew up from. But I'm not going around saying it like that, like how they're saying
Yeah.
in a racial slur. But I'm saying I do come from that environment. That's all I said. That's all I'm guilty of.
And once again, he's trying to excuse his behavior and usage of the word. Mono is not black, nor does he have the right to say the N-word. I knew from the previous incident that he said it that way to claim a plausible deniability, but the intent was clear. He said it to be disrespectful.
Can I say something? I'm gonna say something. Mono, you fucking corny for that. You fucking corny for that.
What?
You fucking corny for that. I just heard you.
For
Should
what?
I say the N-word? Should I say the N-word?
I am African too, though.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm black too.
I don't give
I'm
a
black
fuck.
too, though.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give
You
a fuck.
don't give a fuck. I can't.
Mouth. Watch your fucking mouth. Watch
I'm
your
black
fucking
too.
You fucking
My
corny
nigga.
for that.
My nigga, I'm black too, my nigga.
Don't say that, bro.
My nigga, I'm black too. No, I'll say it. You want me to say? I'll say it. I am black too.
Don't say that.
Go look at my DNA. My nigga.
Yeah, but don't say it.
100. See, y'all don't make me lose my fucking cool over here. Coming to tell me I can't say the N-word.
There you go. There you go, everybody. He said it.
There it is. Toxic trends. I said it. And I try to have a platform where we could come together like that and have these discussions. And then also be a safe space for Afro-Indigenous people, those who do claim proudly, like you and my sister that just came up, Dark Native. She's a very proud Afro-Indigenous woman, right? And this is a platform that I try to create where we can come together like that, right? So you'll never be interrogated here about that. And I think it's unfortunate that Josh likes to do that sometimes and maybe try to get something out of you. And I'm glad that you didn't, give in to that. That's nonsense, you know?
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really like, I'm just Switzerland, bro. I'm gonna be for real. Whenever I see my name brought up and shit, which like it's not often, but when I do, I can almost guarantee you that I am like gardening, making that TikTok friendly. I hope you guys know what that means. And like absolutely giving zero cares about what's going on.
It's extremely funny to me how you see all the anti-indigenous behavior, but when it comes to the anti-blackness, it's all alleged. You didn't see shit, you didn't hear shit, and you don't know shit.
I think the only time that I get super offended is when people start mentioning like my actual native heritage. When people start questioning or calling me a pretendian or whatever. Like I'm just I always say I don't care what they have to say. I don't care what anyone has to say. I'm not here to start shit, I'm here to support. I'm here to talk about my people and the issues that are happening in these communities. But when a bunch of hate and misinformation and just when the lives go from let's make the world a better place to fuck this guy, fuck this certain guy, that's not where it's supposed to be at anymore. And I can't get down with that, but
yeah. No, I get it. I still see that happen to Dark Native, who's right here. They'll say like, that she's, like anti-native or something. And I'm like, no. And then they'll say, oh, then she's anti-black. And then I'm like, no, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense when they do that to her.
Oh, the reason why they said that, they record me because I am Afro-Indigenous and I got pissed off because I keep getting invalidated on both sides. I'm a lighter shade of Afro-Indigenous and like, it's damn if I do or damn if I don't, and I got upset. I'm like, I said, fuck being Native and fuck being black. I don't want to be neither. I was in my feelings. I have every right to feel how I feel because nobody understands how it is to be Afro-Indigenous or mixed Native or being mixed with something else. Because to be honest, a lot of mixed people don't have a place to fit in anywhere because you're too light to be black or you're too black to be Native. And like, nobody doesn't know that struggle. And like, for me, I express how I feel. And if people don't like it, they could just like leave me alone because I am in touch with my emotions. And for me, it's very weird that you're getting flack for that. because been on toxic TikTok trends on all those videos. I haven't heard a peep from Josh. I haven't heard a peep from the syndicate. I haven't heard nothing from nobody because I always say I'm Afro-Indigenous. I always say I'm both. I never ever had anybody do that to me. And I find that very weird, but okay.
With this specific group, they also claim to be Afro-Indigenous. So with these ones, it's not the issue of being Afro-Indigenous. With them, it was the fact that I was hanging out with these alleged anti-Black people. And then they call me out for, you know, if you're up on a panel with an anti-Black person, then you are anti-Black.
That's stupid.
I get that because, like, to be honest, Mono and Mateo, I don't talk to Manny, but if I actually feel a certain way, if they're going into a place that I feel it's anti-Black, I would say something. And if it's towards me, I will actually really say something. But if it gets to the point where I feel like it's going to go in that direction, I usually leave the live. I leave the panel without saying nothing.
Me too. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it, but I just said the same exact thing. And that's because I don't want to say something and have someone take it the wrong way and then I drop and then I'm a pussy. Rather than just leave, say nothing, I was never associated.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I could get in my emotions and I could say some really bad things and it will be misconstrued as something else. So I just like walk away.
Native QT, we never address you because we know that you have spoken about your mental struggles, so you are given grace by practically everyone on Black TikTok. Realistically, neither of you grew up around Black people, so you don't really know what it means to be Black. You don't know Black history, and you don't really understand what anti-Blackness is, so yeah, you will get a side-eye if other Black people see you hanging around anti-Black individuals. You can see how you two are downplaying the behavior of Mono and those whose social circles you chose to be a part of.
I hear you.
You know, ladies, I love this conversation. I'm so glad we're having it. I want to say Sleepy Mare left a comment that says that he's been called both too, anti-native and anti-Black. So what's going on? Like, I didn't even know that. Singenberg, if you could talk about it a little bit, bro, because then this is a discussion that we really don't have.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've been called anti-Black, you know, for a lot of, like, when I started debunking, like, ethnocentrics, people started calling me anti-Black, and even natives that just didn't like me or something, they just started calling me anti-Black for no reason. And then when they realized that I have African ancestry, you know, then they kind of like switched up, you know. And then the natives started calling me anti-native because I agree with the science, or what science is about DNA and haplogroups and migrations and stuff like that. I started being called anti-native, and I'm like, yo, man, I can't do nothing right because you get called up.
No. Yeah, I don't feel like that, brother. I don't feel like that. I know what you're doing is the scientific work. And, you know, I think a lot of people just don't really have no knowledge, and you have to really like do your research. You really have to do your studies to get into these kind of debates and these type of discussions. That's why you see me on the sidelines. Like, I know my, like I said, like you're not anti-native because you don't disrespect the oral tradition stories. You don't mess with that, bro. You don't mess with that. You're just saying, hey, I'm only talking about science and that's it, right? I'll let you talk about it.
Like I tell people, like, if we're talking about science, let's just keep it science, right? There's no need to bring up oral stories and talking about science. Make it fix, you know? I'm like, we could talk about oral stories all day if you want, creation stories. And I won't mention science because science is probably going to disagree with it, and we're going to end up arguing. And it's the same thing. When we talk about science, don't talk about creation stories because we're going to get into an argument. You're not going to agree. Simple.
Right. That's simple. And that's what I told people the other day. I was like, what Senior Mayor is doing, it does not disrespect, or it doesn't not take away from the creation, the oral creation stories. It does not take away from it. He's talking about science. And then if you want to go there, hey, take it apart because you put a lot of work into it, bro. You put a lot of work in it. This doesn't happen overnight. You did a lot of research, a lot of studies, and you put the time into it. So you have to respect that. I do, and that's why I don't get it when I hear that. I think it's just more like hate and confusion. That's what causes it.
There's even some natives that like seen a picture of me with my afro, and then they'll be like, "Oh, that's why you agree with the out of Africa theory because you're part black." And I'm like, "Bro, come on!" And like, why would you even say that? Like some people don't realize that I have some African ancestry. When they do, they throw little shots at me, like, oh, now it makes sense. Like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's weird. Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird.
It's weird, bro. I'm sorry you have to go through that, man. But things will get better. Things are getting better, bro. Things are getting better. Things is getting more cleared up. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe it is, but I feel like it'll get there.
Yeah, I ain't even tripping, man. I just stay true to myself, and
that's it.
That's it. That's all I could do, man. I ain't here to like change people's opinions and shit. Like, you are what you are, man, and that's how you think. Yeah, I ain't nobody to change their mind. That's how some people are raised that way, So whatever. I know I'm not raised that way. My parents taught me to love everybody, man, and as long as people don't disrespect you, then you should show respect,
100%. And then Azul Jaguar says too that he don't disrespect the ancestors' creation stories, and I know you don't. Like I said, you respect your people's stories. Your people. Specifically your indigenous people.
One day we should have a live about like talk about different creation stories from different tribes, and have people share their what they know of their creation stories. I like most creation stories have a very deep meaning to it, like, and we cannot shrug that away because those are like knowledge, passed down, and I don't shrug it away at all either, man. I don't. I love to hear everybody's stories. I do, because it's literally like an ancient story, and like how long has this story been told? You know what I'm saying? I find that very interesting. Like, I want to know.